How's it going? I'm Connor from futuremoneyshop.com. I make these videos to kind of promote the site, but also because I think it's fun. So if you want to go check out the site, you can. Today we're going to be reacting to one of the clips from the Hasan versus Ethan debate. If you didn't know, they used to have a podcast called Leftovers. They don't anymore because of basically the Israel-Palestine conflict. They both have differing opinions on Israel-Palestine. My takeaway from their debate, and kind of what I already knew and why they had the debate, is for them to show their audiences kind of where they disconnect. I think that Hasan is kind of being bad faith, and his friends are being bad faith, and just like poking fun at Ethan to get a rise out of him because he's a Jew and his wife is Israeli, and they just want to dissolve Israel. They don't like Israel, and so they think that everything that they're doing is justified because he's advocating for a bad nation state, and so anything that they do doesn't really matter. I don't know what the aftermath of like dissolving Israel is, but basically just let the Palestinians in, which is, I mean, that would make sense, right? But except Israel's their own place. There are people that live there, the Israelis, and where would they go? Even though, and at the same time, the Israeli government is like committing genocide and atrocities, and they have like, an apartheid state there kind of. So, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this, but I think that, Ethan has a good stance of like, I don't agree with what Israel's doing. I don't think anybody does. And still they make fun of, they just poke fun at Ethan, and he's like, that's anti-Semitic. But the response is, hey, there's a genocide going on, and you'll see that here in this video, and I'll point it out.
This sword has a Nazi swastika hilt.
Okay.
Do you disagree? What's funny about that?
I think it's funny because you've made this a major point of contention. That's why I think it's funny.
It's a swastika, is it not?
Yeah, it's a sword that is a bleach sword, as you know already, that has a hilt that has a Japanese manji sign on it. But yes, it does look like a swastika, as I've also noticed and have talked about on numerous occasions that you've brought forward.
Yeah, of course you're conceding that because we fished this up, but yeah.
Such as when I made fun of, I believe it was Alexa that grabbed it, and I said, "Oh, you immediately go over the swastika one." Yeah, exactly. Do you think?
Anyway, my point is, Hasan, if I can continue my point, is that you knew it was a swastika sword. So why? What is the? So I mean, why?
Mind you, Ian Idubbbz, the guy who picks the sword, just made a content cop against Ethan. So it kind of is like, virtue signaling, or like a dog whistle against Ethan, being like, we hate Jews, so I'm gonna pick the closest thing that looks like a swastika. That's how I feel.
Did you guys choose to pose with this sword?
Ethan?
Answer that. Why was the choice made for this sword?
I'm gonna gently explain this to you again. One, it's not a swastika, but regardless.
Do you think it looks like a swastika?
I did not make this editorial decision. I wasn't even.
Do you think it's reasonable to perceive that as a swastika?
Ethan,
answer the question. Is it reasonable to perceive that?
I don't think it was I-Dubbbz made, but I don't know. I don't
know.
Well,
he's wearing the same like Palestine little, I don't know what you call that, a sash that Hasan is now. Like, and he picks up the swastika sword. I don't know that there's like any contention there. Like, he did it because of this. Then goes out and makes a content comp that, flops.
Swords, and according to the New York Times article, there was 10 options. So what's the chances that they chose the swastika one? That seems pretty slim.
Well,
you have 10 swords, don't you?
The week prior to that, I believe. I don't know the exact timeline. I don't really remember when they shot this, but I had the sword out because I was doing an Assassin's Creed promo. Do you feel like if I thought it was like genuinely a swastika sword, I would use it in an Assassin's Creed promo shot?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's what we call a dog whistle, Hasan. And what you're doing is gaslighting somebody. You made a video. Let me make a point here, Hasan, because you're the king of microaggressions and understanding the perspective of minority groups.
True.
Right? So you made a video. You participated in a video accusing a Jewish. Let me finish my point, Hasan. No. Stop. You are making a video accusing a Jewish man of exaggerating anti-Semitism while exhibiting the most hateful symbol against Jewish people. Do you not see this as a problem? Or at least, am I insane for thinking this is odd?
Ethan, take
While
a deep breath.
Answer the question. I don't need you to console me.
I didn't even hear your question. I need you to.
Well, you should try listening instead of speaking.
Lay down, Ethan.
I'm just looking for clarification here. Do you think that I deliberately was using a dog whistle in an Assassin's Creed promo, or that it was a cool sword that was laying around because it's the only long sword that I have?
You have 10 swords.
I know, they're heavy. That's not a real sword.
So yes, I'm aware that it's not a real sword, but you had 10 to choose from. What does it matter how much they weigh?
Yeah, the other ones are heavy.
Let me paint a scenario. Hassan, let me paint a scenario for you, okay?
So it's the least heavy one they picked.
Listen, okay, this is important.
Okay,
you participated in a video accusing a Jewish man of exaggerating anti-Semitism. You exhibited in that video the most hateful symbol against Jewish people. 1 out of 10 of your swords that you have previously already stated you know is the, quote, swastika sword. So am I insane for even... You're treating me like I'm insane for bringing this up, but it sounds pretty reasonable.
I mean, it's a little insane.
So
yes.
Microaggressions just don't exist for Jewish people.
You're asking me why iDubbbz.
It's your sword, bro. I don't believe that you weren't there.
I'm not iDubbbz.
You were there, bro. It's in your fucking house.
I don't know. I don't know why you're asking me.
Because
now he concedes that maybe it is pointed, but it wasn't me doing it. It was Ian Sesh iDubbbz, right?
It's your house and your sword.
But also
it's Hasan's sword in his house, and he probably took the picture.
But I also gave you what my speculation is, and that is that
it was just a cosmic chance.
I previously had it laying around because I had just done an Assassin's Creed promo.
Okay, if you say so. So if it's a cosmic fluke, which you claim, then why leave the photo up?
I'm not
Mind
even
you, when he picks it up, he's like, "Yo, you had to pick the swastika sword." It's like they knew what they're doing.
I know it's in your room though, and with your sword. Why leave the photo up if it's a cosmic fluke?
Wait, why are you asking me this question? I don't know. I'm not. Ethan.
I'm sorry, Hasan. Are you unable to make value judgments on situations? Like, isn't that what you do for a living? Do you think that iDubbbz should have removed?
I don't think it's relevant or that big of a deal at all. If that's what you're trying to get out of me, like, I think it's not.
Okay, so you're telling a Jewish man who's complaining about a very odd coincidence that I'm crazy and I'm exaggerating.
Over the Manji on it, Ethan. Can we? Okay, you got.
He's like, okay.
Me, all right. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you got me. I put a swastika in the video calling you out for exaggerating anti-Semitism.
That's not what I'm saying.
You got me.
Do that.
Yes, you did. You literally did.
Got him.
You didn't do that.
Okay, laugh about it. Go on.
It's not a swastika. And
I think it's mean that Hasan is laughing about this because, like, you could see that Ethan is genuinely upset. He's like, why are y'all doing this to me? Like, it's not very nice. I've been nothing but nice to you until you're mean, and then once I'm mean and you call it out, you're like, that's actually, we're not even doing anything. We didn't even do anything. Like, what the heck? Why are you so mad?
You leave it up.
You have that much of an issue with swastikas, considering you drew one on PewDiePie.
I'm a Jewish man, you fucking moron.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Is anyone in that room Jewish? Was anyone in that room? Did I draw swastika one time on?
Do you think that Jews have an exclusivity agreement with, like, being offended or not offended by Nazi imagery? You've done a Sig Heil approximately what? 50 times.
Why did I do a Sig Heil? Why did I do a Sig Heil?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the context is completely different, right? Like, Ethan's doing it to be Ethan's doing it to be like funny and like ironic, right? It's literally the irony that makes it funny, but their context is missing that irony, and it just looks pointed towards Jews. It's just anti-Semitic. It just comes off as anti-Semitic. And Ethan's like, yo, like, you're pointing it at me. It's offending me. Like, and then they don't concede, right? And they're just like, no, that he doesn't concede. Or maybe he does. He's like, fine, you got me. But it's like, do something about it. Your friend is being openly anti-Semitic towards me. Like,
because you only watch clips on Twitter. I was making fun of Elon Musk and trying to see if it was valid or not.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, as a Jewish man, are you going to tell black people not to use the N-word?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he makes this claim that, like, oh, well, like, I can joke about it. Like, basically, I can joke about it because I'm a Jew, and, like, I know that it's not, like, I don't have any hate towards Jews, but I don't know if I feel the same towards you. Like, seems like you obviously do have a little bit of animosity towards Jews. Like, say that, like, at least say that you don't. Like, do you think that this is an actual problem? Can you recognize that this is a problem? He's like, no, I won't recognize it. He's like, I won't. It's like, what I did is okay. I don't care to take it down. I'm not going to go talk to Ian about it. I don't care.
Black people not to use the N-word because it offends you.
Do you think this is an apt comparison?
Yes.
Okay. So you think that being able to draw the swat, you're
Hasan also just like, I could see him looking at chat, and Hasan's chat is not the best people, but he's who Hasan talks to, and maybe that's why Hasan's a little bit like this. Why he's a little bit in his head, and he thinks that he can do all this because he's got the backing of his chat. I don't know.
Anti-Semitism radar is completely out of whack.
And who are you to say that to me? You pose with a swastika.
You're saying that it's not a swastika, and you know it's not a swastika.
I mean, it literally is a swastika.
No, it's not.
Let me see the swords in your background. Why didn't you choose one of those ones?
No, it's not a swastika.
I didn't choose the sword.
I don't believe you.
Do you think it's a productive use of our time?
Absolutely. So anyway, you say it's a weird cosmic fluke. Personally, if I think it was a weird cosmic fluke, you say basically it's not a swastika. The difference between the Hindu symbol and
but it's not.
Okay,
it's like if somebody put on a hood and it wasn't white, it was like purple. It's like, come on, man. That's obviously like the KKK doesn't wear that. This one's purple. They wear white ones. Come on. Like, you see how insane that is?
The difference between the Hindu symbol and the Nazi swastika.
On the other hand, was a swastika.
I'll finish what I said. Yeah, I'm a Jewish man. I depicted a swastika, cool. A tasteless joke on IDubbbz's shirt 10 years ago. You said this is the swastika sword, and you keep it in your house, and you use it and pose it in photos, attacking a Jewish man. The fact that you can't even concede that looks bad. I
referred to it as looking like a swastika when my friend picked it up.
So
if I genuinely thought it was a swastika memorabilia, do you think I would keep it in my house?
Dude, you're being so obtuse. Maybe. I know it's not a swastika, right? And I know you know it's not a swastika, but it is literally a swastika also. Because the difference between a swastika and that Hindu symbol is this. You see what I'm doing? This is the difference.
Yeah, and context matters. And it's literally a video against Ethan. So, I mean, like, when you put it in context, sometimes they say that, like, it's missing context. And I think that Hasan is trying to skew the context, right? He was like, it wasn't pointed at you. Like, it's not towards you. It's like, dude, it's in the video. It's in the content cop against Ethan. The content cop is about Ethan.
Mm-hmm. If you ask a Hindu person, would they walk around with a swastika sign?
Wait, so you know,
like, it's fine because it's not an actual swastika. It's just like it's
but fuck no, they know that looks like a swastika.
A swastika sword. So I'm a little confused.
Ask your Hindu friends if they would walk around with like a swastika brandished. They know.
Okay.
Are you Hindu?
I am not Hindu.
Okay, interesting.
No.
So anyway, it was a cosmic fluke.
Do you think do you think that only Hindu people have bleed swords? Like, what's going on?
We're discussing the symbol, not the sword. Okay, go ahead. So you think it was a cosmic fluke. There was 10 swords. He magically picked that one.
I can't. I'm speculating
he left
the
it up.
decision making.
If it was a mistake, he could have deleted it.
I'm not him.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Again, I'm going to repeat myself here. I think I'm doing this a lot.
You don't need to. Go ahead.
I am not.
Ask me the next question.
I don't know what was going on.
I'm not
in
accusing
his
you of being
mind.
iDubbbz, Hasan, but you're acting like you're incapable of making value judgments on things because you're not
No, because
iDubbbz.
I already made the value judgment. I think you're being crazy.
Okay, well, Mr. Microaggressions thinks I'm being crazy. Very good.
Yeah.
You have no problem
He's
telling
just
Jewish
wild.
people they're being crazy on what?
Yes.
It's like a blatant fuck. Go ahead, ask me the next question.
Yes, I don't.
Do you think
I don't have a problem
if you could go
telling
back,
you're being crazy right now.
if-
You being Jewish has nothing to do with this.
Sure, I'm sure it doesn't. Do you think going
I mean,
back,
Hasan can say that, but like he doesn't give any context. Like he doesn't say this is not. He's like this is. He just says it was the lightest sword. I don't know why Ian picked it up. I don't know why iDubbbz picked it up. But it's not about you, bro. Like it's not that deep. I don't think.
It was a mistake to use that sword.
I don't really care about this at all.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that really shows where you're at.
He doesn't feel any empathy towards Ethan and just like concede like, yeah, sorry, we used that. We shouldn't have used that. It was like bad of us to use that. We weren't really thinking about it that way. It was just the lightest one. Ian picked it up because he thought it was cool. There were 9 others, and he shouldn't have picked that one. And maybe I'll have a convo about it with Ian. But nope, he's just like, nah, I actually just don't. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. And that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all think that if Ethan is kind of fair with, if you think that like I'm fair with my assessment of like Ethan and Hasan, let me know. If you think that I'm totally messed up and we need to be harder on Ethan, also let me know, because I would like to see what the people who watch my video think. But yeah, that's been the video. I will see you next time. Peace.